It's way over here. All right, good morning. We'll call this meeting to order. What day is today? May 12th special meeting. There we go. Sorry, we had like a last second. We were trying to get a quorum together, so we do have a quorum. We'll go through a roll call. Melissa Nance, not present. Jasper Riddle, not present. Let's see, Lori Roberts.
Present.
Anna Dozier, you can hold her up.
Say present.
She's present. All right, so we do have a quorum. And before we begin, do we have any, with regard to the agenda today, do we have any declarations of conflict of interest from any members of our board? None that we know of. I don't know why I keep looking over here.
No.
All right, Samantha, do you want to start with the certification of compliance resolution? Not sure who that would be.
Thank you, Chairman. I do certify that we are in compliance with Resolution 2021-01, the Opens Meeting Act.
Okay. All right, moving on, approval of the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I make motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, do we have a second on the phone?
Anna, second.
I second it.
All righty. So the agenda is approved. Approval of minutes from the special meeting of April 13th. That was our budgetary meeting. Have you had a chance to?
Yeah, I read them
Look
over.
over,
Yeah,
okay.
I make motion to approve the minutes.
All righty. Anna, do you second?
Anna, do you second the minutes?
I second the minute.
All right. We are rolling right along. New business, selection of committee members to serve on the hiring panel for the Convention Center and Tourism Manager. Do you want me to, how do we?
Just have a discussion, and if
Okay.
you would like.
We've discussed, I mean, I know that Lori has accepted to serve with, it'll be the two of us from our board. So
All right,
whoever the
great.
village decides as well, so.
Thank you. We'll be sure to include you all and work out scheduling. with you
Okay.
guys.
Righty, discussion and possible action on funding requests for Weekend Music Fest throughout the 2021 summer. Rodney's it? Go ahead.
Good morning. So, actually, is Jasmine's available?
She's available.
Yeah, she has additional information.
Okay.
I'd like her to explain how we're gonna apply the music to all of the events, and then I will, finish up.
Okay.
Can you all hear me?
We can. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so the music festivals throughout the 2021 summer will really kind of play into our Wingfield market as well as into the Lincoln County tours that we will be going over here in a little bit as well. But as most of you know, we're putting together the tours for a summer-long series. So the music budget that we're looking for would cover our weekends for the tours and all of the weekends throughout the summer, and working with the market as well as different locations around town to host some live music throughout the entire summer. And so that's that budget request, and that is in the amount of $30,000. And that'll again include the entertainment for our tour series as well.
And if you don't mind, Chairman, I would like to, so you can understand how it relates to the tours, we could also have an opportunity to describe that to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And so what we're looking at is developing a series of tours that revolve around, a lot around outdoor recreation, but includes individual tours four-wheeling or overlanding, OHPs, thank you. Mountain biking tours, motorcycles, and we're trying to create a series of tours, to bring people.
Can you turn on the mic? You can't hear him.
Okay, I'll get a little closer to the mic, apologize.
Let's see. Can you hear, Judy, can you hear him now? Okay.
So again, with this series of tours, we would have 4 individual weekends where you could come to town and participate in the tour. We would be utilizing the visitor widget with the tour application that's on the widget for people to participate in that tour. And so you could register for the tour, or you could participate on the tour on your own. Part of the next budget request is for prizes associated with those tours. And so it would be a sweepstakes for the grand prizes, which does not require a purchase to participate. So again, you wouldn't have to necessarily pay for an entry into the tour. You could just participate on your own. Let's see. Part of the entertainment package is what we're going to do on those individual weekends. What we're wanting to do is partner with businesses throughout the county to provide locations where you could check in. Some of those locations could be restaurants or breweries, and in turn we would partner with them and we would supply the music entertainment, but they would supply the venue. And so that's part of where this, Jasmine mentioned, the music and entertainment would be working in conjunction with various businesses throughout the county. Let's see, also the grand prizes, we're looking at one final weekend, I believe in October, where we would have a larger event that we would then we would give away these large prize packages. Our goal is to have like a Jeep giveaway, an OHV giveaway, a motorcycle giveaway, and as well as smaller individual prize packages on the 4 previous weekends.
Okay.
Let's see. And again, as Jasmine mentioned with the music, we're hosting the Wingfield Market, which is held Saturdays throughout the summer in Wingfield Park through October. And so we would have music at that venue as well. And I'll stand for any questions that you may have on the music budget.
So this is Midtown. If I was kind of trying to get it's a Midtown, Wingfield, the tour, everything combined. Okay.
Yes, it would allow us to
bring in people
music
and
events throughout the year instead of us having to come back time after time, requesting music or funding for individual events. It would help us, to provide entertainment at all types of events and throughout our summer. And the Parks Department, we're always coming up with new events. And for the most part, we try to manage those out of our budget and through registration fees. But the entertainment is the one that's usually a little more substantial. And
right.
So if we have this in place, it would allow us to provide improved events or amenities at these events.
Just to elaborate a little bit more on Rodney and our tours and the importance of having music. After they go on the tour will spread them out throughout Lincoln County, but we always want them to end back up in Ruidoso. So I think this would be a good way to motivate them to come back in and spend some dollars within our shopping district. And so this is just the end of the day attraction.
Let's see. Judy, there's an empty screen for Judy.
If you would like, Chairman, we could, again, I'll give Jasmine an opportunity to speak more about the tours.
The tours. Let's go ahead and do that while she's gone. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, I think Rodney kind of covered a lot of the tours, but yeah, so we would be teaming up with partners throughout the county to really get folks out on different trails and different routes. I think we've discussed the 6 different categories would be OHV off-road, overlanding, which previously we were calling jeeping, but we're being all inclusive with any sort of 4-wheel vehicle. There's different types of cars that can do that. So we also are doing a motorcycle run, biking trails, horseback riding, and hiking. So those would be the 6 different trails that we would be covering with these tours. And again, the grand prizes would really include big giveaways. So we are working with Rocky Mountain Sports for an OHV, Champion Harley from Roswell for a Harley, Wallace over at Pinnacle Bikes for a bike, and then of course kind of just including some smaller prizes throughout the bigger weekends. I've got a call out to Sierra Blanca to even consider a Jeep Wrangler. So our budget for the prizes is really what's going to be the biggest portion of the budget. And again, we are running this as a sweepstakes, so no purchase is necessary. The only way you have to enter is by completing the 5 trails. And so Ronnie had mentioned the widget. So we're using the Discover Ruidoso app to verify that folks have done the trails, the 5 different trails. And with every tour that they complete, that's an entry into the sweepstake giveaway. So we'll be kind of keeping those entries on file so that we can kind of do the grand prize drawing at the end. And those are what the big budget really goes to. So that's about $65,000 for the grand prize tours. We're also working with the agency and Carrie to do marketing and create all of the printed materials and having packets ready for each business so that they can supply any visitors or have information of the tours on hand. We've also talked to those businesses about once we get the grand prize, the physical grand prize, having it kind of displayed in their facilities so that folks that come in can be like, oh, how are you giving this away? And then they can go in and talk about the tours and just get folks interested that way. So we worked with the agency to come up with about a $5,000 budget, which would cover some social media ads, print ads, as well as all of the printed materials that we would need to kind of promote the tours throughout the summer. And I think we've covered most of the tour information. Again, we're spreading them across Lincoln County. We are using a Billy the Kid sort of feel, since that really is part of the entire county. So we've talked about Billy the Kid Country and kind of incorporating that into the branding, which is also being worked on by the agency. And then we also have a local artist, Logan Flaherty, who will be doing the t-shirt designs. And the idea behind that is if you want to pay for a registration to receive the t-shirt and some other discounted perks, that would be the $30 entry and you get the t-shirt. Each category, so the OHV, the hiking, biking, each of those different categories will receive a designated t-shirt design. So they will all include some sort of Billy the Kid imagery throughout, but it'll be like Billy the Kid on a horseback or Billy the Kid, riding in a Jeep or, that sort of feel. So that will be included with a registration option if people want to opt in for that. But again, it is free to enter as long as they complete the tours. And I'll stand for any questions.
I would also like to mention that the smaller individual weekends as well as the larger weekend that we selected are off weekends per se, but to not interfere with any other events that are going on in the community. And you can actually complete this tour on your own outside of any one of those weekends. It doesn't have to be specifically on those weekends. So if you came up on one of the non-designated weekends, you could still participate in each of the tours.
Gotcha.
At your own schedule. It could even be completed on multiple weekends. if you couldn't,
Mhm.
do all of the trails on one weekend.
Gotcha. That was one of my questions was, I saw the dates for, what was it, June? There was 1 week in June, 1 week in July, 1 week in August, and I wasn't sure if you had to do all 5 in one weekend or how that worked, but.
Right, you do not have to do it on one weekend. Again, if it took you 3 or 4 weekends. and-
Cool.
Which would actually be a benefit to
Yeah.
the community if it, you know,
Right.
created multiple trips for people. But yeah, you could do it at your own leisure.
Cool.
It doesn't have to be on the weekends, it could be weekdays. So the widget tracks your check-in location at each of the designated trails for each of the
Okay.
tours.
The app,
Yes.
okay.
Correct.
That was,
And I'll just add to that too, that every time you do a tour, that's an additional entry for
Right.
the giveaway.
okay.
So, yeah.
Very good, very good. Those are both my questions was, how does the widget and how do you complete it? So, no, that's great. I'm excited. I've talked to a few people yesterday and they're very, very excited. So,
So, between the two line items, Chairman, the total is 100,000. It would be the 30,000 for entertainment, the 65 for the grand prizes and giveaways, and 5,000 for marketing of the tours.
okay. Judy, are you there? I saw you were having trouble with your chair or something. I thought you were
I'm
fighting.
here.
Are we, I don't have any, or we don't have any financials in front of us. I know we had extended, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, we'd extended the special events line item.
So
Up to-
I guess that's the first question. Is the request in the current year, right, to get started for?
I think so,
beginning
yes.
in May?
Right,
So the easiest thing to do right now is we currently have, and I just had it up, hold on a second.
oh yeah, this would be current year.
Currently, we have 158,000 allocated to the visitor center in the current year, and we know we're not going to pay that out by June. So
Okay.
the easiest thing would be to take the funds from that line item and allocate it into the special events.
Okay. Let's
Let's do that.
I guess do we need to make a motion? Yeah, let's go ahead and make a
Yes.
motion to reallocate the funds from the visitor center to special events.
Okay.
And in the motion, can you put the amount that you're allocating?
Okay, so
$100,000.
100,000, yeah.
So let's make a motion to allocate $100,000 from visitor center to special events.
And do we have a second?
Anna, do you second that?
I second that.
All right. Obviously, our small group, any discussion? None? All right, motion passes. Okay.
Thank you.
Now we'll I guess we need to approve both events as well. So do we have a motion to approve the funding request for Weekend Music Fest throughout the 2021 summer?
I make a motion to approve Weekend Music Fest for 2021 summer.
Okay,
Anna, do you second that?
I second that.
okay. Motion passes. And
Did we have is that music included in the 100,000 or was that gonna be a separate cost?
no, that was included. So the music is
Okay.
30,000 and the tour is 65,000 plus 5,000 for marketing, so 100,000 even.
I got it.
Good. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Do we have a motion to approve the funding request for the 2021 Billy the Kid Country Tours? Is that country or county? Should be county. Country. Gotcha.
Okay, make a motion to approve the 2021 Billy the Kid Country Tours.
I second that.
Second. All right. Motion passes. I don't know why I say county. It's been a crazy morning. All righty. So both motions passed. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Rodney. I'm excited for this one. This will be exciting. All righty. Last item on the agenda, the adoption of Resolution 2021-02, a resolution declaring reasonable notice of public meetings for the Lodgers Tax Committee. Samantha, do we have any?
Yes, so Chairman, members of the board, this resolution is updating the 2021-01 due to events now being allowed. We are going to move meetings to the Horton Complex and free up the convention center. And so we have events starting in June. So this resolution is just declaring notice to the public that we'll be holding lodgers tax meetings from the Horton.
Okay. And do we need to, is there any action that's needed or
Yes,
just
that you adopt
adopt? Okay.
2021-02.
Do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-02?
Okay, I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-02.
I second that.
All right. Adoption passes. Thank you all for joining us today. With that, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Anna.
Me too, you have a good trip. We will talk to you later, ma'am.